Doja Cat.
Amazing. Now this is an amazing, excellent, stellar remix.
We might have a 5-mic classic.
Nah, bro.
Approaching.
I ain't even gonna let you do that, man. Rap Life Review is here, man. The whole crew, the whole family, putting this together every week to talk about what's going on in hip-hop. It's brought to you by Apple Music, and that's where you can get that Rap Life playlist with all the songs that are hot right now.
What are we doing today, and who are we pissing off?
Hopefully we don't piss anybody off. I never come here for negative energy. I always come here for the most positive vibrations available in hip-hop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We're not just trolling y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to make y'all leave comments. We're not trying to say anything inflammatory. We are trying our best.
Yo.
Our best. You know how they talk like this? We are trying our best to be positive. Let's start with Coachella.
Yeah.
Big event, lot to talk about. The internets were upset that Frank Ocean wasn't a part of the live stream. But I didn't expect him to be personally. You're a huge Frank Ocean fan.
I am.
Did you get to see, you didn't make it to Coachella, but did you get to see any of the performance from people's phones? And what did you think about the whole moment?
I mean, I definitely watched a few clips. I just had to piece the show together based on that. Now, of course, he was supposed to perform a few years ago. The pandemic happened, and then he postponed for personal reasons. So people have been waiting a really long time. And again, I wasn't there. This is not firsthand experience, but it seems like people were a little bit disappointed. I heard he started almost an hour late, which is really tough because Coachella has like a hard curfew. It's not like a rap show. You're not just running all night. So that was disappointing.
Now, we don't know why.
Yeah, we're not sure why. And then it sounded like people wish they could see him a little bit better. I guess the way the band was set up and the show started with people like
when
circling
I saw he had like a
around
hood
him.
on too.
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
like a blue
it's like
hoodie,
he wasn't. But again, none of that is really surprising for Frank Ocean. You know, I don't know what his stage fright is like these days, but like he's a pretty reclusive guy. So he hasn't done a live show in 6 years? Maybe he wasn't just feeling all the way.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did his brother Ryan, or someone named Ryan,
got killed in a car accident?
Yeah, and that was recently, right?
That was 2021, I think.
So I think he was still dealing with that. I think there was like a speech that he made.
Yep.
And he was still dealing with that. I also read that there was a lot of like stage design things that happened at the last minute where he kind of like pulled all of it. Like he was supposed to have like an ice skating rink and then he just pulled it at the last minute. Yeah, so I feel like it was like a lot of backstage logistics that
some of the
happened.
greatest creatives, because they're so creative.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking Prince, Michael Jackson. I mean, we're going to the greats, right? When it comes time to present the art, they're still not done creating, right? And it really takes some of the greats to have someone who's like, okay, this is done. This is going out the door. No changes.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not sure Frank's, organization, but, making last minute changes like that is never going to lead to things
like
running on time.
To that and not performing for 6 years, I think it was a lot for him to just
Well, then you
swallow.
factor in that. Look, I've met Frank on several occasions and hung out with him, and he is the coolest,
I'm sure,
most regular, have a conversation type guy.
Right.
However, I don't really think he like us that much. Like, and by us, I mean the rest of the world.
Like the consumer.
Like if you meet him one-on-one, cool, regular dude, but I don't really think he like us like that.
I'm sure he likes us. Maybe he just doesn't like the industry.
No, I think he likes individuals, but the collective us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us that don't like the collective.
That's what I'm saying.
Good. Don't like the collective.
That's a fact.
You don't like the collective.
greater us?
That's a
Nah,
fact.
I ain't really
don't
fucking
like
with
the
y'all
collective.
like that.
I don't fuck with y'all really like that. Like,
But
all y'all in here,
individually,
I fuck with y'all.
But individually, I may not even fuck with everybody in here like that.
That's crazy.
But individually,
Oh.
I like all of you.
Okay,
I love all of you individually.
let's get the fist going.
But I get it. As a collective, it's a hard thing for him to deal with.
Coachella is a big stage for him.
of
I think anyone who's
course.
been a Frank fan for a long time knows that small venues are where he shines.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, he mentioned that an album is not out of the question. Maybe we'll get new music. It's been almost 5 years since Blonde.
Yeah.
So hopefully new music and like a small venue tour, like what Wayne's doing right now.
Yeah.
Which is dope, right?
Exactly.
So,
Well, yeah.
I want to also shout out Latto and 77 Radio here. That's on Apple and Apple Music One. But she had a great set. She brought out Lola Brooke. Seeing her, she's really leaning into that "Don't Play With It" remix.
Yeah.
Latto went number one.
She's just doing what she got to do. The music is moving. Her personality is insane. I think Latto is the next rap female superstar.
Hove performed for a select group of individuals. I knew when this got announced, there would be like 6 people that was going to be able to see it. No, it was more than 6, but many of us could not make it all the way to Paris to some Louis Vuitton thing within like 3 days of announcement.
Bro, they told me too late.
My jet was in the shop this week.
Yeah, like
you couldn't make it.
They told me the Basquiat Warhol Painting for Hands exhibition.
Right,
that's what it was called for the fancy people.
Now, I saw clips. Was very happy with what I saw.
Me too.
And by clips, I mean from people's phones.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't think they filmed anything else.
Well, one, shout out to Ravy B.
Okay.
She shot it.
Oh, nice.
She videoed it, not
video
just
and
photography.
pictured. Yeah.
Okay.
So shout out to Ravy B.
Has she shown you? That's your people's.
No, I've seen what she's posted, but I'm sure she's got crazy footage. So I just want to make sure.
So, Ravy, I'm coming to steal from your Instagram. I did not know. I missed it.
Go to Ravy B's Instagram right now. You can see exclusive whole pics from that performance.
There was a new a remix of New York State of Mind where he's sampling Gil Scott-Heron, New York is Killing Me.
Yeah.
They added some new drums. I do not know who did the production of it.
That I don't know.
This is one of those it's going to come on, you're going to be like, yo, who put the drums on this? It's very like open drums, scratching, like it's a whole.
I mean, if anything, we probably have to ask Guru.
It's a good one.
Because he probably did this? He probably mixed it, mastered it.
He absolutely mixed it.
So Guru, matter of fact, call into the show and let us know whose idea was this. Is there more coming out? Let us know what's going
on. Nicki Minaj is on a record with NBA YoungBoy, What the F. Nicki Minaj has her own record that's scorching, Ruby Red the Sleeves.
Still going.
And then this weekend, Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj jumped on Ice Spice's Princess Diana. It's an official remix. Video's out. What are your initial thoughts, Nadeska?
What are your thoughts, Lo?
What the fuck?
Because you and Nicki and the Barbs are all the way up right now, so I feel like we got to start with you.
Hey,
yo, that handoff was great.
That handoff,
I never seen that.
That handoff was
just take it away.
Dan Marino type style.
Sir.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting.
Wait, so you don't like the record at all?
I'm not a fan of it.
Got it. Interesting.
Not a fan of it.
Did you?
I get it. I seen the video. Listen to the song.
So I haven't seen the video. I only listened to the record.
No, I seen a video. It's on Apple Music.
It's just like a fun song.
It's a fun song.
It's like a nice outside summer in New York.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
vibe,
I don't know like
the Lumi D record where she sampled that. Like I get that because like I love that record. Now I love the sample. Yeah, I love the original. Now I love the sample. So I'm like, oh yeah, I can get with this. This
wasn't for you.
It's not for me.
Could you take a step back and just listen to what's happening in the song? Did you hear like the many different styles? Did you?
No, it's cool. It's just still not for me.
Did you hear?
I heard everything.
Well, I had moved away from talking to you. I was actually going to just talk to Nadeska.
Oh, my fault.
All you want to do is be negative on the record.
No, you're right.
Because I actually enjoyed what they did with the record.
Oh, you do?
I enjoyed the record originally. B, I enjoy the fact that the way Nicki embraces the hook and uses the hook multiple times. So it's not like I just jumped on a record and did my own thing. She's saying like, yo, I like what you did on your part. I'm going to incorporate that into my shit, and then I'm going to add my own shit to it.
When we talk technically, yes.
Look, I'm not rolling around with Princess Diana blasting out my whip.
Of course.
But I can listen, because it doesn't represent my aesthetic.
That wouldn't be off-brand for you. It's still fine. I can see
now,
you doing
Issa's
that.
in the whip. Issa asked my daughter, 8-year-old, she asked to listen to it a couple of times. We listened to the radio version a couple of times together. So we actually listened to it.
Right.
Nicki couldn't resist taking a couple shots in this record.
Oh, see, here we go.
There was some shade in this record.
Here we go.
She, let me get the lyrics.
The lyrics?
Yeah, no,
I didn't see you pull the lyrics up before.
We haven't done this before. But
and we're talking about also shots. Latto took a couple shots during her Coachella performance.
What'd she say?
About the sub disses, the sub tweets. If it's a problem, pull up, say my name. So I don't know who that was directed at. And I'm not trying to start a beef in the rap girl world, but someone has pissed her off. And someone has been talking indirectly to her. And she used that platform to say, fuck the subtweets, let's get to it.
Now, this one is very interesting. It was pointed out to me.
And this is coming from Nicki Minaj.
This is Nicki's verse.
Okay.
Bitches is ass if we keeping it crack. Bad little redhead, she about to black. She's talking about, obviously, Ice Spice. We come out, it's a movie, but we don't do BAP. Which is the movie BAP that never actually, wasn't there supposed to be a movie BAP that Cardi B was supposed to be in that never actually happened? Right? That was pointed
Are
out
we starting
to
some
me.
shit right now? Or?
I just want to say for the record that when I pointed this out last time, I was a hater. Now people are in the comments.
I called you a hater?
Not you, but you know who I'm talking about. I'm fake. It's okay when everybody else does it. So I feel like I have no comment here on the deep dive.
This is no. Hold on. This is rap. This is what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to shoot. They're supposed to have a target.
Lyrically shoot.
Lyrically, yeah, lyrically. They're supposed to come for whoever is a threat in their realm, in their arena. This is not abnormal. And we're also not trying to start up a
but I
beef.
think if we go back to what Nadeska was saying,
Why?
it was why? Because I think it's important. Because I don't think you were saying that anything with regard to Nicki's talent. You were specifically speaking to you as a fan of Nicki, looking at her like you're someone who is seasoned and accomplished in the game. Why are you still in all these skirmishes? Mm-hmm. And it's a fine line between what Lo is pointing out and what you were pointing out, right? Mm-hmm. Which is, motherfuckers is trying to act like I'm not the shit and I ain't still who I am. Now I got to get busy. Versus, and I think the other part of it is there's so much shit that happens on social media and comments and someone liked the photo and unfollow the person and shit like that. That even people will be like, I don't know, I said some shit. Motherfuckers provided me a whole fucking, what is that called? A dissertation on fucking how someone had snubbed so-and-so in an Instagram live and they pinned the whole, the internet FBIs? Bruh.
The internet alphabet,
they see all the
alphabet
shit.
boys?
We don't see all the shit.
Yeah, you're right.
No, we don't care for all the shit. That's the thing.
We can't follow all the shit.
Yeah, it's too much.
We don't even have time for that shit.
You're right.
And so the internet sleuths are on it. And so sometimes when we're like, oh, why is Nicki doing X, Y, Z?
They have a breakdown of it.
We didn't see all this other shit going on from Joe Blow. You know what I'm saying? And so the other problem is I think, when Nicki came in the game, remember going back to the original, she didn't get embraced by people she wanted to embrace.
But there was really no one for her to get embraced by.
Kim could have embraced her. Missy could have embraced her, and that didn't work out for her.
But that gap was so big. I mean...
but they snubbed her, though. They act like she wasn't that shit when she was trying to come up.
Right.
So that didn't work out well for her. And I think even those individuals probably now...
Now they recognize, they know what it is now.
There's this period, I think, that people go through when you're getting older.
Yeah.
That you still think you could get in the game. It happens to anybody competitive. Basketball players, football players, whatever. Yeah. And then your time comes to pass and you're over, and that person that you didn't embrace because you were still in your competitive posture now is on. A lot of times that is lost because we live in the T-ball era now where the participation trophies and nobody don't want to get, and that's fine. I get why that has taken place where, people don't want to feel like they didn't accomplish something and,
So it's teed up right here for
everyone's a winner and blah, blah. Everybody ain't no fucking winner, bro.
It's true. Don't tell the kids that. Don't lie to the kids, bro. Then they grow up with all these complexes.
Yo, fuck these kids, my nigga. They gotta live through this shit.
Exactly.
They gotta live through this shit.
Yo, everybody's not a winner. Now, in life,
I like where this is going.
You can win in your own way. Because I'm bringing positivity today. And the way you win and the way I win,
it's not the same.
It may not be the same.
Right.
And that's okay.
Audiobook
Success is how you define it. However, in this shit right here, it's winners and losers. Now, Doja Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Now, this is an amazing, excellent, stellar remix.
And the reason I tie her to winning is because she's not afraid right now
to
try to do something that everyone is saying she can't do, shouldn't do, or isn't even
capable of doing,
but is willing to do it.
Yeah.
And deal with whatever the venom and flames is about to be.
But I think that's the type of artist she is. Mm-hmm. She likes to put her flag down. I did it or I didn't. And I think that's what's going to happen with her new project that's fully rap, which you've been waiting for.
I have encouraged this. Yes. I don't believe it's going to be fully rap.
Well, she said it.
She says a lot of shit. She'll say it's going to be fully rap one day, and the next day she's like, I'm done with pop music, and the next day I don't know. Now, I know we're going to get some bars. I believe that. Because even on her last album, she had some places in the album where she got to some rap.
Well, and you've always been an advocate, like, yo, she can rap.
Yeah,
when she wants to, she can rap.
I could tell she got something.
And I instantly thought of you when I saw that tweet. I'm like, oh, this is where Ebro is gonna sit.
But let's see what she does with it. But How do y'all feel about her verse on this Kill Bill remix?
Yo, it's excellent. So I put on this remix fully expecting her to be singing. Of course she wasn't. So what I love about this is that when you play the original song, right, SZA's setting up as the song begins, his girlfriend's next, I just did it. And then the remix opens with Doja Cat detailing the crime. Dark, but fucking flawless. I love it.
So here's the thing.
That's hip hop.
So much is celebrated of just punchlines or, slick
Cadences,
talk
or
and
how you get voice,
cadences or the vibe or blah, blah. When you can actually detail a vivid story and describe something, and you jumped on a song and said, oh, what was this song about? I'm going to add
I'm going to take it further.
We don't get that a lot. It's very rare. Usually it's like a remix. You add a few more people. They're hyping the song up. We extend the legs. It's fun.
It's a moment.
But this, we don't get a storytelling moment that continues.
If this is
often.
what we're anticipating and going to see on this album, we might have a 5-mic classic.
Nah, bro.
Approaching.
I ain't even gonna let you do that, man.
I like to make the statements.
Nah,
I like to cause the conversation. Yo, if she's doing this on that kind of record,
I think we clip this. So when the album drops, he can't sit here and say,
I'll say like,
it's
oh
not
yeah.
for me.
No. I'm not gonna say that.
Good.
I might overextend myself, but I get excited.
I like it. I like when you get excited.
That's right. For Ebro and Low.
Wait, no, hold on.
For Nadeska and Low, I'm Ebro. Yes.
Before we gotta get out of here.
Yes.
I went to the Wayne show last night.
I forgot that. I forgot that. Wayne show, Apollo, Harlem.
Yeah, Apollo. Made a couple statements a couple weeks ago saying that 50 would beat Wayne in the verses. I still believe that's true. However, Wayne put together a set list like no other last night. Came out with Mr. Carter, went to Can't Nobody, Fireman, mixtapes, Mr. I'm Comfortable with Babyface, Mr. Officer. He is a
Her Cameron came out and they did Touch It or Not.
Bro, he is a showman. That man, like no TV tracks, remembered all his lyrics. I did forget. I forgot how beautiful Wayne's catalog is.
Yeah.
So I will say, yes, Wayne has a bag. And if he uses that set list from last night, they're going to go toe-to-toe, him and 50. I still believe 50's going to beat him, but that show last night, as a hip-hop fiend, fan, consumer, chef's kiss.
There it is. Who was in the building? Any notables?
Me, Kaz, Rory.
Anyway, the Rap Life review is over, man. See y'all next week.
Hope you enjoyed that episode of the Rap Life Review. I'm Nadeska, and you can catch me here every single week with Lowkey and Ebro. Make sure you never miss an episode by subscribing, give us a like, and drop a comment so we can hit you back next week.